Hello everyone, welcome to Level Up Quiz. Shall we solve the quiz today? Don't forget to subscribe, like, and set the alarm. Let's get started.
Queen. Level 4. Who was the Queen consort of King George I of Britain?
Sophia Dorothea. Who was the Queen of England from 1702 to 1714? Anne.
Who was the Queen consort of King George II of Britain?
Caroline Ansbach.
Which queen ruled over the Khazar Khaganate and converted to Judaism?
Queen Hazar.
Which queen, daughter of King Henry VII of England, was the first Queen consort of Scotland?
Margaret Tudor. So far so good?
Which queen ruled over the Kingdom of Armenia and was known for her political alliances with Rome?
Queen Arato of Armenia.
Which queen of the Franks served as regent for her son, King Clovis II?
Malthild.
Which queen of Ethiopia was the consort of Emperor Haile Selassie?
Empress Menen Asfa.
Which queen of the Visigoths ruled as regent for her son and was known for her religious influence?
Empress Menen Asfa.
Which queen of Israel was known for her strong leadership during the time of the Judges?
Queen Jezebel. Cheer up.
Which queen of Russia was known for her Enlightenment reforms and territorial expansions?
Catherine the Great.
Which queen of the Mongol Empire was influential in the court of Kublai Khan?
Empress Chabi.
Which queen of the Hellenistic period ruled the Seleucid Empire in the 2nd century BC?
Cleopatra Thea.
Which queen of the Viking Age ruled the kingdom of the Danes after the death of her husband, King Sweyn Forkbeard?
Queen Emma of Normandy.
Which queen of the Seleucid Empire, after marrying King Antiochus III, played a key diplomatic role in maintaining peace?
Laodice III. Keep going.
Which queen of Egypt was the last ruler of the 18th dynasty and mother of Tutankhamun?
Queen Taya.
Which queen of Persia, wife to King Xerxes I, was known for her wisdom and political insight?
Queen Amestris.
Which queen of Jerusalem helped lead the First Crusade and became the queen consort of Baldwin I?
Arda of Armenia.
Which queen of the ancient Minoan civilization was known for her architectural projects and her palace at Knossos?
Queen Pasiphae.
Which queen of the Khazar Khaganate was known for her conversion to Judaism in the 8th century?
Queen Helena of Adiabene.
Real estate. Level 4. What is the term for a real estate investment trust right that owns and operates income-generating properties?
Equity right.
What is the term for a legal arrangement where property is held in a trust for the benefit of another party?
Trust deed.
What is the term for the process of verifying a property's legal status and ownership?
Title search.
What is the term for the method of selling property through a public auction?
Foreclosure auction.
What is the term for the process of obtaining financing for a property through a combination of debt and equity?
Capital stack. So far so good?
What is the term for the legal concept that allows a property owner to pass ownership to another party without a formal sale?
Gift deed.
What is the term for the process of obtaining a mortgage loan with terms and conditions that are favorable to the borrower?
Mortgage shopping.
What is the term for the process of selling a property through a real estate broker to maximize exposure and achieve the best possible price?
Brokered sale.
What is the term for the process of converting a property from one use to another, such as from residential to commercial?
Property conversion.
What is the term for the legal agreement that transfers ownership of a property from the seller to the buyer, subject to certain conditions?
Sale-leaseback agreement. Cheer up.
What is the term for the process of selling a property through a competitive bidding process to achieve the highest possible price?
Auction sale.
What is the term for the detailed analysis of a property's environmental condition, including potential contamination and remediation costs?
Environmental site assessment.
What is the term for the agreement that allows a tenant to sublease the property to another party, subject to the landlord's approval.
Sublease agreement.
What is the term for the process of acquiring distressed properties at a discount, renovating them, and selling them for a profit?
Fix and flip.
What is the term for the financial ratio that measures a property's ability to cover its debt obligations with its net operating income?
Debt service coverage ratio. Keep going.
What is the term for the legal concept that ensures a property owner has a clear and marketable title, free of any encumbrances or defects?
Title insurance.
What is the term for the clause in a lease that allows the tenant to extend the lease term under predefined conditions?
Renewal option.
What is the term for the detailed financial statement that outlines all expected income and expenses for a property over a specific period?
Pro forma.
What is the financial metric used to evaluate the profitability of a property by dividing the net operating income by the current market value?
Capitalization rate.
What is the legal concept that allows a government to take private property for public use, providing fair compensation to the owner?
Eminent domain.
Smartphone. Level 4. What does OLED stand for in smartphone display technology?
Organic light emitting diode.
What term describes the ability of a smartphone to withstand water immersion?
Waterproof.
Which smartphone feature allows users to unlock their device using facial recognition?
Face ID.
Which company produces the Snapdragon series of processors used in many smartphones?
Qualcomm.
What does VoLTE stand for in smartphone communication?
Voice over LTE. So far so good?
What does ISP stand for in smartphone camera technology?
Image signal processor.
What does HDR stand for in smartphone display technology?
High dynamic range.
Which smartphone feature allows for augmented reality experiences?
AR Core.
Which smartphone feature allows users to use their device as a mobile hotspot?
Tethering.
What does LTE stand for in smartphone network technology?
Long-term evolution. Cheer up.
What does IPS stand for in relation to smartphone LCD screens?
In-plane switching.
What does haptic feedback refer to in smartphone interaction?
Vibration.
What does UI stand for in smartphone design and usability?
User interface.
Which smartphone feature allows users to control their device with voice commands?
Voice assistant.
What does AOD stand for in smartphone display technology?
Always on display. Keep going.
What does AI stand for in relation to smartphone functionalities?
Artificial intelligence.
What does DRM stand for in relation to smartphone content protection?
Digital rights management.
What does SoC stand for in smartphone hardware?
System on a chip.
What does PPI stand for in smartphone display resolution?
Pixel per inch.
What does IP68 stand for in relation to smartphone durability?
Ingress protection 68.
Tennis. Level 4. What is the term for a player who wins a point after being at a disadvantageous score like 0 to 40?
Comeback point.
What is the term for a player who wins a set with a score of 7 games to 5?
Seven to 5 set.
Who won the women's singles title at the 2019 US Open?
Bianca Andreescu.
Who won the women's singles title at the 2016 Rio Olympics?
Monica Puig.
What is the term for a shot that is hit with heavy topspin, causing the ball to bounce high and away from the opponent?
Heavy topspin shot. So far so good?
What is the term for a shot that is hit very low over the net, often skimming the surface?
Low shot.
Name the only player to have won all 4 Grand Slam singles titles and an Olympic gold medal in singles.
Andre Agassi.
What is the term for a shot that is hit with spin, making the ball curve sharply in flight?
Curve shot.
What is the term for a player who wins a point with a shot that lands exactly on the sideline?
Sideline winner.
Who won the women's singles title at the 2018 Australian Open?
Caroline Wozniacki. Cheer up.
Which year did Serena Williams win her first Grand Slam singles title?
(1999).
What is the term for a player who wins a game without losing a point?
Perfect game.
Who won the French Open singles titles in both 1983 and 1984 without dropping a set?
Ivan Lendl.
What is the term for a shot that is hit with little pace, often used to deceive the opponent?
Soft shot.
What is the term for a player who wins a game after facing multiple break points against their serve?
Resilient player. Keep going.
What is the term for a player who wins a point after an extended rally?
Rally winner.
Which player won the most Australian Open singles titles in the 1990s?
Pete Sampras.
What is the term for a shot that is hit very high and deep into the opponent's court?
Deep shot.
Who was the first player to win a career Grand Slam in the Open era?
Rod Laver.
Which player won 4 consecutive U.S. Open singles titles from 1974 to 1977?
Jimmy Connors. Congratulations. Move on to level 5. Come on.